Why should we study paleogeography? Because it affects modern elections. Let's start with some definitions. According to Merriam-Webster, paleogeography is, quote, the geography of ancient times or of a particular past geological epoch. In short, it's what this looked like when these were around. About 139 million years ago, this is what North America looked like, with the Cretaceous Inland Sea, covering what is now the American South up through the Rocky Mountains. Waves create a lot of churned up soil, and over millions of years, that churned up soil becomes very, very rich sediment. The more sediment a soil has, the better that soil quality. So when you see really dark soil, you know that it has a lot of sediment. Now we flash forward from 139 to 65 million years to the middle of the 1800s. The Cretaceous Inland Sea had created incredibly fertile soil, and that soil was being worked by African slaves who had been imported by Euro-Americans against their will. In fact, if we look at the most productive cotton plantations in the 1800s, we'll see that it almost completely mirrors the coastline of the Cretaceous Inland Sea. The plantation economies of the American South and the slave labor that made that system possible ended with the Union victory in the American Civil War. The majority of those formerly enslaved settled near their former plantations, and in the 20th century, those African Americans voted overwhelmingly Democratic. So let's take this step by step. 139 to 65 million years ago, the Cretaceous Inland Sea created a coastline leading to great soil quality. That incredibly productive soil made possible the plantation economy in the 1800s American South. The slavery that made that system possible ended with the Union victory in the Civil War, enfranchising millions of African Americans who in the 20th century voted predominantly Democratic. Which is why today we see a blue belt of Democratic voters in the otherwise red South, thanks to an ancient coastline. So there you have it. Why should we study paleogeography? Because a beach from 139 million years ago created the blue belt in the American South.